question and
No, just write down.
What's the percentage of people, what's the percentage of scores that occur right here between 85 and 115? What's the percentage?
68.
68.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Not us.
Again, hey. If you have a study that is reliable, now listen, because you're going to see this probably twice. A reliable study is one that you can do again, get the same results. So if it's a highly reliable study or test, then I should be able to have you come in, take the test today, leave, come in, take the test again in a month, and I should get close to the same results. That's a reliable study. Reliable between people is that's test and retest. You won't need to know. No, you might. Keep them, yeah. Keep them, yeah. Those four you probably want to, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but you will need to be able to distinguish. Just think, split half. I split it in half. The beginning of a test. Yep. Just like it sounds. Split a test in half. You should have the same results on both halves. Test, retest, come in today, take it, come in a month, take it. You should have similar scores. Validity is measuring what it's supposed to measure. So if I want to know how well students learned psychology in Intro to Psychology, I'm not going to give you a test in economics.
No.
It's not valid. It's not going to measure what I'm trying to get at, what I'm trying to learn. Predictive, how well does it predict future performance? So those are the two validities. And remember our IQ test, we looked at the validity. How well is it going to predict success in the future? Intelligence extremes, just know what people would be like at either end. Broad. You won't mistake which ones. If I told you somebody that's struggling, which one are they going to be? More having a disability, mental retardation.
Yeah.
If I tell you somebody is, yeah, just know that somebody has
So
high.
it's smart, they'd be gifted.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I recall from the reading it said under 70 is it disabled?
Mm-hmm.
And then what was it over?
You don't need to know it, but yeah.
Okay, but over 140, was that 140 was the cutoff or
130. I think it's 130.
I think it said like 2%. The 2% extreme is 68 to.
You only need to know that, yeah.
What was the example that you were going to give?
Hmm?
You were going to say something and you didn't.
I don't know.
You got, no, you don't know.
I don't know. Just know it won't be a difficult one to pick out. Heritability. See the one that's in big print?
Okay. Thank you.
Just know it. See, I don't know what I put on the study guide. I should probably look at that one. Yeah, what is it? Just between 40 and 80% can be linked to heritability. It's explained by genetics. Poor babies in Romania, what was the problem with them?
What is heritability?
Heritability, the percentage that's explained by genetic variation.
40 to 80.
This is an intelligence test.
It's explained by genetics.
Mm-hmm. And then think of the environmental influence.
Oh, yeah, extremes.
Baby in Romania, Why did they have that delayed intelligence? Because of the
Extreme.
environment. Well, their environment, right. That extreme, yes, extreme condition. Okay, we move to Freud. Freud. What's the unconscious?
Yeah, no.
All that stuff that doesn't come up to the surface, right? Your thoughts and wishes and feelings and memories, and they're hidden. We're not aware of them. Id.
A baby.
Id, think of the baby. What's a baby do? You'll get the answer right.
They want everything.
They want it
they
now.
think about
I want
it.
everything. Right. Do you see what I'm telling you to look at on each slide too?
Yes.
Okay. So if you've got a person that the question might be somebody that is always chewing on gum, chewing on a pen. What stage is that?
Oral.
Right. Or if you have someone that is very controlling and puts things in very detailed order, what is anal? If you have, it's not going to be on that one. Somebody that is struggling with their sexual feelings, phallic. Pretty much told you which two it might be. Okay, defense mechanisms.
We don't have to know ego and the other one?
I told you what was on.
Okay.
If you're listening, you
I
should.
was, but I
Yes,
was
you
writing them all
should.
down.
No, you should know it, but you might not have a question on it.
Okay.
What does the ego do with regard to defense mechanisms?
Protects your thoughts.
Prevents those impulses. Remember, the ego is sitting between the two. It's preventing those id impulses from messing up the superego and what we're supposed to be doing. It's like the moderator between the two.
What's superego? Is that where you're like,
That's like your morals.
it is?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like narcissism,
Mm-mm.
like you're.
I know.
No.
Yeah, I was thinking
I think
that.
superego,
Yeah.
you're overly.
No, it's just the constraints that society puts on you are the morals that we have. So that we're not running around like little children going, give me, give me, give me.
Yeah.
There's two of them on there. Just know examples of, if you know what these examples are, know the defense mechanism. You don't need to know the middle column, just the examples. And just think, so if you think of it like the boy who sucks his thumb, what's he doing? He's regressing to an earlier stage. The person that is exaggerated in their friendliness, reaction formation. The thief that thinks everybody else is the thief. He's projecting his feelings on someone else, projection. The drinker that says, I'm doing it just to be sociable, rationalizing it.
So that's the actual example or just similar?
Similar. Similar. The girl kicks the dog after her mother sends her to her room. Displacement, because she's placing her anger on something else. Denial, denying that you have a problem. Maslow, key, what's at the bottom, what's at the top? Bottom is very basic needs. Top is self-actualization, like you got there, you conquered all these or fulfilled all these other needs, now you are at the top.
And you can help others.
Top, give me another
The
explanation
bottom
of top.
is physiological needs.
Right. What's at the top?
Give me another explanation of top, like, I didn't quite.
You've reached, well, you've hit everything else. So you don't have any problem with self-esteem, with belonging, with safety. You've got all of that met. Now you're at the top where I think she said you can now actually reach out to help others because you are in a secure
okay.
position within yourself. I don't mean like it's not a where you live, so to speak, but where you are in your mind.
Okay.
Obviously, in his theory is your belonging needs are met, your safety needs are met. You would not be self-actualized if you didn't have those other needs met.
Okay.
In
bottom
his-
is when
in
you
his
have
theory.
what you need, ever need, you have nothing.
Right.
You're at the depletion.
Right. And it's not anything that he wouldn't say people can move. And again, this is his theory. I think of like the homeless